Thokozani bogogo nokwesala kwasendoda lesogogo bathini bathi mavula kuvaliwe emzini omunye amadoda phansi. Take it. Family and business. That video is coming whereby I'll be talking about your family and your business. The advantages and the disadvantages. But today we're talking business, partnership, and ancestors. I really have to talk about this because I see Uguti, many people are doing a mistake when it comes to deciding. Uguti, actually, many people they do a mistake by just deciding. Just allow me to use that word. Just deciding. They wake up in the morning. I connect with Usmani Ban. In Pinjam, or we work together, or it's my partner, or whatever. They just decide overnight. Uguti, we complement each other. We want to be in the business together, just like that. And 99% of the time, we don't consider the ancestors. 99% of the time, we don't consider ancestors. We just decide as if the money that we are deciding with belongs to us. Guys, there's a video that I'm going to do where I'll be talking about you don't have money. That money belongs to your ancestors. And your ancestors must be informed ukuthi uyenza ntoni nini nobani kanjani. Yes, that video is coming as well. However, for now we're talking partnership and ancestors. We did do a video whereby I said to you guys, sometimes your partner or your employees are praying for your downfall. They are part of and parcel of your downfall. But today, we are coming with a positive angle in unpacking this one. Uguti, your partner is doing nothing wrong. This guy is committed. This girl is committed. They are doing exactly as you have agreed. Bayapusha, this is the role according to the contract that you had. I'm not talking about gentleman agreement here. No, talking about the formal partnership, because that's another problem that we do. Our partnerships, especially we as black people, are not formal. The fact that we registered the company together, my ID number is there, doesn't make you a partner. Sometimes you can have a company that you have and you have a silence partner. Those agreements in place. I do have such people that you will think, this is my business, Kanti. There's a silence partner that is owning sometimes even 90% of the business. That thing does happen. I'm also in around 3 of those contracts, whereby I'm only owing 10% of the business. I will tell you how I got into that later. We always jump into partnerships not considering the owners of that money. The guy we are pusher, the guy does everything, but the profit, zero. Lalela, you're doing everything in your powers, but there's no profit. You are in the 3rd year in the business. Business is not moving to any good, positive direction whatsoever. Why is that? Koko siya pusha, Koko in what they add up, Koko we are others they are making money, they are making a profit for that matter. But the challenge is one. In the midst of that profit, they don't see where the money goes. Then they end up fighting, there's lawyers involved, there's noise involved because they have forgotten ukuthi they must involve ancestors from the beginning. No, there's no point of them going and slaughter a goat or a chicken to introduce each others and everything. This is how I did it. As I promised you, I invoke my ancestors through ancestral prayer. I tell them this is what I attend to do with your money. I spend 7 days on yellow and blue candles, talking to my ancestors, asking them for permission. And guess what? On that 7 days, I'm not waiting for a big voice that will come from heaven to say, Salwa Sendoto, now we allow you. No, there's no voice that's going to come. If during my prayer, nothing disturbs me, it's a tick, which means I can go with that. There's no disturbance on Upatagwan. I make sure I don't allow anything to disturb so that whatever that disturbs me is genuine. Two, after the ancestral prayer for that 7 days, if ever on our plans, our negotiations, our meetings, there are no problems, there are no hiccups and everything. Good for me. I'm happy with that. I move forward. Now I have a base of what everything runs smooth. To me, that alone, it means push up. But if ever during my 7 days there's problems, right, I would ignore that those problems. It happens. Then after the problems, during the process now of finalizing everything, there's hiccups. We misinterpret each other. There's fights. There's what. I stop and I become friend to them to say I can't go on with this. It's not going. It's not working for me. Thank you. Thank you. Then I will tell straight, but no, it's not working for me. There's no point of going on with something that is not working for you because if it's not working for you, which means ancestors are showing you the red flags. Flags are there. So that tomorrow you don't go around blaming or yeah, I've started deal with this guy, now he's betraying me. That red flags were there. From the beginning, red flags were there. You were shown by your ancestors what we hear you, but we're not comfortable. Not this one. No, it's not working. But most of the time we ignore the red flags and then we blame other people. Ukuthi kunje. It's because. Right. So we need to be careful in that manner. Ukuthi when the signs are there, don't ignore them. Sometimes it means go back and talk to your ancestors until you are sure. So you dedicated 7 days, one. Then you took a break. Then you can still you can still buy time. Maybe another 7 days. After maybe you took a break for some days. Go again, speak to your ancestors. If the same is happening, that is a sign, do not go. Many people have lost good money in such businesses because of they ignored the red flags. Don't. Today's message is very clear, direct. Be careful before you go into partnership with another person, especially black to black, even black to white. Be careful. Even if it means you are going to invest 1 bob, 2 bob, 5 bob, be careful with that 50 cents of yours because it doesn't belong to you. It belongs to your ancestors. salukwasendoda ugogo bathini bathi uma ufuna ukuvala emsebenzini amadoda u-anti usha.